issue of the penalties that the state of Maine faces. The fact is that we are seriously out of compliance with federal regulations. I don't think we can take that lightly. And I agree with my colleagues, it does apply to the two-parent families, where we are expected to have a 90% participation rate of either work or training programs. And as of not too long ago, we had a 10% participation rate. We are way, way out of whack. And unless we change that, not only will we face having to pay the past penalties, but also the future ones. And it's at least the opinion of those with whom I've spoken in Parliament that although we may be able to get some relief from some of that $13 million we are facing, there are two things we need to keep in mind. One, we're still going to be liable for some of it, just we haven't got the bill yet. And secondly, unless we change that percentage, unless we get close to the 90% compliance rate that the federal government has, we're just going to be facing penalties into the future year after year after year. And one of the reasons that we're told that we are so far out of whack, that we're supposed to be 90, we're down to 13 or 15 or whatever it is the fact that not enough people are participating in either training programs or work. And the part of the problem is the large number of exemptions for a cause that we have put into our law. And certainly an unintended consequence of those changes we made a few years ago, but a consequence nonetheless. And I would just reaffirm what my colleague from Oxford, Senator Hamper, said. By removing these provisions, we are not eliminating good cause reasons for not participating in work or training, because we'll still be left with a myriad of federal exceptions which are available and will continue to be available. If you are disabled, there's an exemption. If you are a victim of domestic violence, there's an exemption. If you have children under 1, there's an exemption. If you're a single parent with children under 6, there is an exemption. So those will remain in effect. But unless we take this action that this bill calls for, we are just buying ourselves more and more federal penalties. And this bill, I think, is a good faith effort to take those penalties seriously and make sure we can avoid them in the future. Thank you, Mr. President.